but he recovers to hit treble 19, and he's still favourite for this leg for an early break of throw and a 2-0 lead. Pallett's not going to take out the 161.
65.
Well, there was never more than two legs, or sorry, never more than a single leg separating Huybrechts and Pallett in the quarter-finals. Could well be two legs separating these two here. Tops he wants for a 2-0 lead. And Dave Chisnall is looking good value so far in this first semi-final. Robert Thornton and Michael van Gerwen in the second semi later on. Two men who've won on the European Tour this year. Van Gerwen 4 times, looking to make it a 5-timer against the European Open champion of 2 months ago.
Yeah, and if 114 average isn't a message to the other 3 guys left in this tournament, I don't know what is. A bit of a jerk there from Chizzy, but he still finds a treble 20 and follows it up with another. And there's a maximum. That's his first of the match. Yeah, just to add as well, Michael van Gerwen averaged 114 that last match and hit 180. He did have a couple of 170 plus scores, but I just feel that there might be even more from him.
Yeah, overcoming Rodriguez and a hugely partisan crowd. Michael van Gerwen 6 legs to 3 in the final match in the last 8s.
140. They require 84.
14s now for Chiz. Hits the single, so it's the bull again. Ooh, you don't get much closer. He's not happy with it, but Dave Pallett looking at the 1-2-1 that Chizzy took out in the opening leg. No, not going to happen now.
81.
Well, that leaves tops, but Chizzy 2 darts here. Potential 14 dart leg, double 80 once for a 3-0 lead. Pallett hasn't had to do a great deal of fighting back,
David to throw first. Game on.
but he has to here.
Double 16 he wants.
67. David requires
And a
164.
stroll to the board, and Chizzy, well, this would be a killer.
You suspect there'd be no way back for Pallett at 4-0.
100.
But we've seen
David requires 16.
how reckless it can be to make such predictions. And Pallett does get on the scoreboard at 3-1. Takes out the double 8s. Didn't want to be messing around too much longer there, with Chizzy closing it.
Reflect Dave to throw first. Game on.
Well, a sluggish start from Chisnall. And maybe something for Pallett to seize upon here.
105. 100.
Oh, great switch from Dave Pallett.
Beautiful, very versatile.
Stolen the dart.
He has 21 clear, plus these, a real opportunity for a break. Could do with another treble.
100.
Down to 1-2-2. Bit of a murmur around the Olympia Halle as this one just gets into gear and finds its rhythm. Has that found the triple 18? No, it hasn't, so he'll stay
54.
there.
Yeah, I think they're just catching their breath after that Roby John Rodriguez screamathon.
80.
So 68 for Dave Pallett to get a break of throw and close the gap, and that's a great first dart.
Brilliant.
Double 8.
Well, that's a chance gone. Chizzy
David requires 64.
on 64, and all David Pallett can do is just stand at the back of the stage and hope and pray that Chizzy makes a dog's dinner of this, but I don't think he will. He's got 2 darts at double 8, 1 remaining. Well, he has 56. Not taken the opportunity.
David, you require 16.
Needs this badly.
In charge in the 5th leg,
and he gets
David
it.
Pallett.
And 3-0
6th leg, David
becomes 3-2.
Game on.
And he has the break back. He'll be feeling much better about his situation now.
Oh, big difference between 3-2 and 4-1 down, needless to say. And Pallett fills it up for his second 180 of the match.
23rd of the tournament. Brilliant darts. What a great start as well.
134.
We've had everything but a 9-darter this weekend.
125.
Against Peter Wright, when Chizzy was finding the treble bed with his first dart, he was almost following it up with at least one more pretty much every time. I mean, it was remarkable display of consistency on the treble 20, as we've come to expect from Dave Chisnall, has to be said. Not quite firing on all cylinders at the moment, but good cover shooting on the treble 19s gives him a shot at 108 if he returns. Pallett wants the 157, treble 19 for tops. He took his time on that, but didn't really get that close. Good set-up shot, leaves him double 12 if he returns. 108 for Dave Chisnall. He's going to get a dart.
He is.
Oh, he's gone
on the wrong bed.
90.
He's gone into the wrong bed. And David Pallett, double 12. There we have it. 3-0 down. 3 apiece.
Game on.
And this semi-final is very much in the balance. Brilliant darts from David Pallett once again. Brilliant darts here from Dave Chisnall, pointing the way.
Well, at 3-0 up, you know, we were questioning whether this might have gone the same way as
60.
the Terry Jenkins game in the early stages, where Chiz just raced off into the distance. Dave Pallett has won 3 consecutive legs.
59.
And he's very much in this. Not willing to just settle and think, oh, well, I've made me progress this weekend. I don't need to go any further. He is plugging away, trying to make his first senior final. Up against it against the number 6 seed, obviously. What a chance. Needs a maximum to get to a finish. Unable to produce one.
85. They require 142.
Chizzy looking to go back into the lead. Now he just wants to set it up. And he will do to an extent.
78.
Pallett looking to put the pressure on here with a 140, almost another 180 there.
64.
Chizzy, not too convincing. That's tops he needs now. Double 10.
54.
Some distance away.
116.
Massive moment in the match, this. Oh. Now
Tops
then.
he wants for 4-3.
96.
Just underneath the wire.
This can be awkward. Dave Chisnall just taking his time.
As well he might. Big moment this. And the big moments belongs to Dave Chisnall. Chizzy holds 4-3, but still anyone's match, you'd feel.
Well, this isn't the free-flowing Chizzy that we've seen so far today. Neither is it the all-guns-blazing Pallett that we saw in the opening couple of rounds of this European darts match play. But there's not a great deal between them. And the way things are going, it would not be surprising if we went all the way.
140.
The 11th leg, back-to-back ton 40s for Dave Pallett, shrugging off the disappointment of failing to break Chizzy in that last leg and go 4-3 up. Would have been a fourth consecutive leg against the Premier League semi-finalist. He's back in that trouble bed again.
100.
Well, he's in a good place, but if Chizzy can just post a big score here, and the biggest of the lot is what he's got. Lead two is down to 1-2-1. Chizzy's already taken out the 1-2-1 checkout in the opening leg.
Needs the bullseye. Pallett for 4 apiece.
78.
Chizzy took this out in the very first leg.
121.
If he does it again, he's on the brink. 11s. Ball.
96.
Well, he was closer than
Maybe you require 43.
Double 16 then for a 4-all scoreline, and to set up a best-of-3 encounter, and he's not taken the opportunity.
25.
And Chizzy has been presented with a gift here. 2 darts. Potentially he'll settle for 3 if he needs to, but he doesn't need them. And Chizzy leads 5-3, and more than that, he's got the throw first in this deciding, or sorry, not deciding, potentially final leg. Pallett will be hoping it's not the final leg.
Dave to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, Pallett has won 3 consecutive legs in this match, but in that run, only one of them was on the Chisnall throw. He's going to have to break him twice here, and Chizzy's kicked off 180, which makes it very, very difficult. That's maximums in 3 consecutive legs for the Grand Slam finalists of last year. Real jerk with that one, dragging it into the 1.
71.
Well, he's recovered to an extent, but Pallett still has work to do here. And the trebles are deserting him
60.
all of a sudden.
Oh, Chisnall's back in there again.
137.
And he's down to a finish. 113 points stand between Dave Chisnall and a place in the final of the European Darts match play here in Austria.
140.
Ton 40 for David Pallett, but it may be too little too late as Chizzy looks at 113. 93 left, he's dropped a dart, he's caught it before he hit the floor. Finds the treble. Chiz, he loves double 18. He gets double 18. It's a 6-3 win, and David Pallett's dream weekend comes to an end. But what a weekend it's been for the 25-year-old. His first major semi-final, and a lot to take from his performances. But Dave Chisnall marches on, a 98.9 average in the end. It wasn't stratospheric, not by his own ridiculous standards, but he's into the final, and he could lift a second European Tour trophy this weekend. He will face either Robert Thornton or the world #1 Michael van Gerwen, who are about to duke it out on stage now in the second semi-final. We'll hear from Chiz before that semi-final gets going. But what a weekend for Dave Pallett. Rightly cheered by